Hi there, it's Ros from Scallywandling About the Books, and I'm staying this week in Wales on the Llyn peninsula, a very beautiful part of northwest Wales. And so my Poetry Thursday poem is a Welsh one, from the poet R.S. Thomas, who lived 1913 to 2000 and spent all of the latter part of his life living on the Llyn peninsula. And he was an interesting poet. He wrote about, just let that car pass in the distance, the Welsh landscape, the Welsh people, particularly. They're quite melancholy, a lot of his poems. He's been accused of being a bit of a misanthrope. I'm not sure that's fair. He's just very sort of realistic about the toughness of people's lives, and he was quite a Welsh nationalist, and that comes through in his poem. Also, a lot of them have a kind of spiritual quality. He was a vicar. But I think, yeah, quite a beautiful poet. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to see on this video the sea in the background behind me, because this poem is called Porthdinllaen, which is the Llyn peninsula. So it's a bit of land that sort of sticks out from the side of Wales into the sea. And he was writing about this area where I am today. At the beginning of the poem, he speaks about someone called David. Now, David is a kind of, we don't know who it is he's talking about in this poem. He never says, and he never makes it clear. And it's a kind of really archetypal Welsh name. So it could be that he's speaking for just Welshmen of the past. It could be particular, he's imagining one of his own forebears, one of his own Welsh forebears called David. Or it might be that he's thinking of a particular one from history, like a possibility would be David Aberystwyth. Now, apologies to the Welsh, I'm butchering the pronunciation of these names, but that David was the last prince of an independent Wales, so that would kind of fit with his Welsh nationalist interest, but I don't know. So, Porthdinllaen by R.S. Thomas. David looked out. I look out. 5 centuries without change. The same sea breaks on the same shore and is not broken. The stone in Llyn is still there, honey-coloured for a girl's hair to resemble. It is time's smile on the cliff face at the childishness of my surprise. Here was the marriage of land and sea, from whose bickering the spray rises. Are you there? I call into the dumb past that is close to me as my shadow. Are you here? I whisper to the encountered self, like one coming on the truth asleep and fearing to disturb it. Lovely poem. One that he wrote in his old age, which is interesting, I think. Happy Thursday.